Hello, everyone. Not sure how many there are here right now. I just got to wait for this thing to come up to mute. Sorry. Give it a few seconds. The usual. There we go. Oh, it's mute. Yeah. I'm not well, people. I'm sorry. I was going to call this off at the last minute, but Tim's come on, and I said I got to go through this. God, I don't even know what I'm doing. Hang on.
Yeah, take a minute, Peekay. Take a minute. We understand. I mean, we're all in the same boat. We all feel the same way. This is weighing heavily on all of us. I mean, there's something seriously wrong with anybody who is not feeling the duress and pain and anguish of what's being pushed down on us, especially where you live in Melbourne. You got the places on a fucking lockdown. You can't go anywhere. You can only go, 5 kilometers away from your house, Peekay? Jesus Christ. Fucked up beyond all belief.
That's not what's worrying me right now.
Okay.
My daughter sent me a video of my 6-month-old grandson sitting in his little chair eating a banana, and I watched it. It was like, poor kid. What's he going to? I'm sorry. Look.
You're thinking about what kind of world he's faced with as he's growing up. Is that it?
I've got a 7. I've got an 8-year-old granddaughter. She's 8.
Okay.
Next week, I've got a 6-month-old little grandson, and I've got 2 children. Timmy, it's not about me. I'm doing this because of them. And I know I've given up, Tim, because I know we're fucked. I've said it for the last 70 weeks. We're fucked.
Yeah.
I've been riding my bike around at my place in the last 4 days, and a lot of people I'm talking to want to talk to me, but today there was a couple at the end that just sort of, I couldn't believe what they said to me. I don't need to say what it was, but and one of them was outside the front of my place when I pulled in, and the 2 guys, and I said, "Oh, I'm glad you're getting your oxygen in while you go for a walk with that mask." And they laughed at me. And they said simply, "Oh, thanks for your advice, but no, thank you. We're doing the right thing." And I said, "Oh, fuck." But anyway, Tim, look, sorry, everyone. I haven't got my glasses on.
Oh, you're making me cry a little bit there, Peekay.
I've just heard something. I don't know if this is right. I just made a video an hour ago. By God. Apparently, I hope I'm wrong. I said in the video, I hope I'm wrong. What's happening now here in Melbourne? They are flying planes in from China for the last 2 nights and tonight. They have closed down the Tullamarine Freeway under the pretext of roadworks. They are flying in planes to Melbourne Airport from China, and Daniel Andrews is out there meeting the whatever. I don't know. What are they doing? The Chinese are coming in, whether it's the 5G, I don't know. But it's something we're not being told about. And that is why they've done this fucking curfew at 8 o'clock. Because they're coming in right now. all fucking night in Tullamarine, and people are sitting at home doing fucking nothing. We are fucking sitting here, the fucking guinea pig state of fucking the world, just allowing this fucking shit, and it's fucking sickening. Jimmy, I mean, how can people be so fucking stupid? Please tell me, how can people fucking, it's beyond belief, Tim. I'm no fucking Einstein, but I can see it. I gotta control myself, sorry. And anyone thinks that I'm fucking putting this on, you can all get fucked, all right? I am not putting nothing on. I fucking care. I fucking care. That's why I've been doing this for 9 fucking years. And I don't give a fuck about the people that attack me. I don't give a fuck. I'm 60 fucking 4. I'll die tomorrow if it means that my kids and my grandkids will lead a fucking better life. Not this fucking shit that we're living in now. Kill me now if it means that my children will have a life free from this fucking enslavement. Kill me now. Come on, knock on my door and kill me now. That's how I feel, Tim. It's not about me, mate.
Yeah, I feel the same way, PK. You know, I lived most of my life, and I look at I don't have children or anything like that, but you know, I look at people who are younger than me, and they're never going to have what me and you had, where we were free to just go where we want, do what we want, no masks, no checkpoints, no nonsense, no lockdowns. I guess we never really knew what freedom was until it was taken away from us. Now, this is the mother of all psychological warfare operations. Anything else prior to this, we just looked at it and we said, yeah, we know that they lied about this, that, and the other. We know that this was a hoax, this was an operation, but it didn't directly affect us. But we knew that it was coming to a very adverse conclusion, and we're in that conclusion now. This is very emotionally hard for you right now, PK, and it is for me too, because I'm starting to feel it too. Don't let me rattle on. You want to say something more, PK?
Tim, yeah. I have got something in front of me that would blow this fucking apart. People in Melbourne, I am begging you now. People, contact me. Come and meet me, and come to this nursing home that is in where I live, because I will blow this apart, and we have to spread this. And I'm going to show this to you, folks. People there. They are fucking lying through their fucking teeth using these nursing homes. There's particularly one that's in here. And when I get settled, I'm going to show you this, people. It is beyond fucking belief what I'm going to show you, how much they are lying to us. I've been trying to contact this certain person on Facebook who gets around Melbourne. He doesn't want to ring me. I'm begging him to ring me. No one, you know, I need people to help me. I ain't going to do this on my own. I can go there, but they've closed the place. We need numbers. And I'll tell you the whole thing in a minute.
People just don't have a heart anymore, or a brain, or a soul. They're just brain-dead zombies. Whatever the screen tells them is reality to them.
All right, guys. I'm going to show you this, all right? I've made videos of this. I've got to share screens, and I've got to work this shit out. All right, look. Let me start here. Hey, sorry.
No need to apologize, PK. We all feel the same way.
I've got to show you this. I live in a suburb in Melbourne. I don't really have to tell you what it is, but all right. I'm going to go back to a week, 7 or 8 days ago, all right? No, I'm not. I'm going to show you something else. Let me find. Oh, sorry, I'm going to get my mic together. Let me share this. Hang on. Bloody hell. All right. I'm going to share this. Everyone, look, please, I don't know how many people are in chat. Please bear with me. This might be a slow process, but every single person has to hear me out here, okay? We've got this site here from Australia. Basically, 247 deaths. I'm not going to worry about all this bullshit, how many in hospital and that. I'm going to show you this. This is the chart that we all see. We got the first wave, okay? Then it goes down. Then it flattened out for like 2 months. Then right here, I hope you can see my cursor, the second wave started. This is Australia. But we can show the same exact thing for Victoria, Melbourne. And I'm telling you, Victoria, Melbourne, they are the guinea pig states and have been for a long time for all their agendas. So about here is July the 7th, when Mr. fucking Andrews announced stage 3. All right, this is very important. Because what happened in this period here, I should go back, but I'll just take my word for it. Let's go back right back here. The first death in Australia, in New South Wales, Sydney had the first, sorry, New South Wales had the first deaths, more so than Victoria. They were like 60% of Australia. The first person to ever die with COVID-19 was a 95-year-old in a nursing home. 3 of the first 5 deaths were from the same nursing home. So from day one, we realised it was the aged nursing homes that we had to put under control and let the rest of Australia get on with their lives. So we knew from day one, okay? So they just cleverly upped the cases and then down again. All fudged figures, as we know. I don't need to explain to anyone how we all have coronavirus. The test is a lot of bullshit. It only tests for coronavirus and not a COVID-19. So what happened here, they said we'll have a bit of a lull. We all get people feeling things are okay, but they kept saying, we have a second wave coming. How do they know that? Because they write the fucking script. For 5 weeks, we never had a death in Australia. 102, it got stuck. They tried to fake a 30-year-old in Queensland, went to 103, then they realised it was all bullshit. They said it was contaminated testing. What a load of shit. Anyway, back to 102. But we all knew this second wave was coming. Okay. Now I get to what's happening here. Let me find it. All right. Got to get out of there. Change the screen. This is bloody crap. You got to keep changing. Sorry, guys. There it is. So now, you see that? You do see that, don't you? Yep, okay. What we've got here, let me go, hang on. Sorry. What we've got here is a nursing home in my little suburb. A little tiny suburb I live in. All of us, this is last week, 8 days ago, okay? This is these people supposedly dehumifying this little 53-bed nursing home, which is very small. Okay, I've been going there every day, and I don't see any one of these people there. I haven't seen one ambulance. I have not seen anything. The 5 days, 4 days this week, and I went last week as well. Anyway, we go down here. There it is there. It's a tiny, the entrance here, those signs say no one allowed to come in because of coronavirus. Ring some number, which they don't even answer. Okay, Estia. So at the top of the list is Estia. All right, I'll give away where I live, Ardia. 91 cases, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All these cases in nursing homes, would you believe? in Melbourne. They don't come to my place or the houses around the nursing homes. The bug just wants to go into these nursing homes. Stay tuned what I'm going to tell you guys. This is 91. So I made a phone call the next day or the next day after. Can't remember. It took me over half an hour to get through to someone at Estia Homes, because they have actually got, if you look here, there's another one here, Heidelberg. They've got them everywhere. I got through to someone who put me onto a woman who actually controls this one here, the top one. And I'm telling her, she said, this is a small nursing home, 53 beds. Sorry, 55 beds, but there was only 53 patients, 2 vacancies. And the video I put up there, you can go see it. I said, what's going on, you know? Because here it says 49 residents and 41 staff infected, okay? So that's 49 out of 53, virtually all of them, and 41 staff in a 53-bed nursing home. My ex-wife has worked in nursing homes, did the whole time I was married to her. I don't know where she works now. It doesn't worry me. She used to work long shifts every day of the week. She said a bigger nursing home than this, lucky to have 10 staff. The ratio was 1 to 8. But here, 41 staff infected with coronavirus. So I said to this woman on the phone, well, hang on, you know, is it still running? Yeah, it's still running. How can it be running when we told here 90, they can't even get it right, because here it says like 91, but then when you hear 49 and 41, which is 90, so they can't even get that right. She said, oh, yeah, it's running smoothly still. Oh, really? Because I sort of made out that, I had someone to put in there, had to use something. And then she said, oh, how can it be running smoothly with this 91 case? Oh, they've come back from quarantine. Hang on, it only happened 2 days ago, this shit. And she was lost for words. Anyway, I sort of said a few things and goodbye. But, guys, I hope you still listen to this. 3rd of August, which is 3 days ago, all of a sudden, where are we? It's dropped down to number 3 to 106 cases. Everyone else has sort of risen up big time. 106 cases. So we've got a 53-bed nursing home, which had 41 staff, supposedly, tested positive, now has gone up another 15. So what they're saying here, all right, 53, everyone's tested positive. We've got 53 staff all of a sudden. Really? In a 53-bedroom nursing home. We've got 1 for 1. That's amazing. You know, they're paying a lot of people to, care for people. They're not making much money if you got 1 for 1. Pretty crowded when you only got a dozen cars outside. So, what was it? Tuesday? What's today? Thursday? I was there interviewing a woman across the road. A lovely woman walking a dog. And just by chance, after talking to her, and I filmed it, my memory ran out, the 20 minutes ran out. This woman's walking down the pavement with a mask on. And she was walking towards the nursing home, which was on the other side of the street. And I, without filming this, because I'd run out, bloody spewing, excuse me, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Do you work there? Yeah. Can you tell me if it's still running normally? Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Really? You know, at this point, I didn't know about the 105, which was on that day. I didn't know. I only found that later on. And I said, well, there's 91 people tested positive here. What's going on? Oh, they're getting people from casuals from other places. I said, hang on. If we knew that this place was that infested with COVID, who the fucking rot is going to go and work in there as a casual? She had no answer to that. But then I said to her, oh, did you test positive? what happened to you? Why are you going to work? Oh, because I tested negative. Oh, really? Oh, of all the people here, I've just got someone, the only person there that's tested negative. I'm really spewing. I haven't got this on camera, but bloody hell, I'm dying. I've been going the last 2 days. There's no one there, no one to talk to. So she said, I work in the kitchen. I'm the second in charge in the kitchen. And the woman that runs the kitchen tested positive. Oh, sorry, before that, I said, look, how do you get 41 staff test positive? There's no way knowing this nursing home. It's honestly, if you drove past it, you think it was just a big home. Oh, no way, there's 41 staff for 20 at the most. And she said that straight off. Then when she said, she tested negative and the leading kitchen person tested positive, I said, hang on. If she tested positive and you're working with her, you should be in quarantine for 2 fucking weeks. Oh. And she didn't like that and she just ran away. But before that, this is the big one. Are you ready for this, guys? I said, by the way, when did the testing start? You know what she said? 4 weeks ago. Fucking what? 4 weeks ago is July the 7th when fucking Daniel Andrews came out and said we've got the start of the second wave with 20, 30, 50, 60, 100, 500, 700. It was the start of this fucking second wave. So if you don't understand what I'm getting at, I'll show you again that graph. Hang on a sec. Have we still got this one up? Oh, sorry. Hang on. What have I done here? I didn't show you that other one. Shit, what happened there? Are you still with us, guys? Sorry.
Well, we've seen the graphs, PK. We know that it's bullshit. But yeah, if we get new articles on this.
Sorry, I thought you would see. Oh, bloody hell. I'll quickly show you the other screen. Sorry, shit. Because I want to actually get this and put it as an actual video.
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, shit. What have I done here? Yeah, sorry. Can you see that there? Oh, you see that? Okay, look, I'll show you that. Bloody hell. That is, like I said, August the 3 days ago. God. You should have told me you weren't seeing this. There it is here, 106 cases. It went from 91 to 106 in a matter of 4 days. And it dropped down from the top one to the third biggest one, and all the others virtually doubled. You add up all these cases here, and then virtually half of Daniel Andrews is saying. So they're all nursing homes. So now, like I said, she told me they started testing 4 weeks ago. And let me go back now to that initial one. Where are we? There we are. See that? Yep. Good.
Yeah, no.
Oh, hang on. What happened? There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, we go back to that.
Yeah.
And if you go here, right there, see the cursor? That's when the second wave started. So what I'm saying, people, the script was the first wave, have this flattening out, and the second wave, we're going to use the old age care homes and all that. And don't worry about the testing because everyone's positive. We'll just fudge these figures and go up and down a little bit nicely up there. Why? I'll go back to right from the beginning when the first person died at 95 in New South Wales and 3 in the same nursing home. And we knew from day one it was the old age people. Why did it take 4 fucking months for this aged care home to be tested? And all of a sudden, the first tested Estia homes in Ardea, 91 cases. And not to mention the other 12, 20, whatever number of nursing homes in Melbourne where this bug goes. Can you see what's going on?
Yeah. As soon as they start testing, you get a proliferation of cases. It's bullshit.
You know, but it gets better. Just wait for this, guys. It gets better. What I just found out in the last hour or so. All right, you see that right there? SDR 91 cases and all the other ones, and they'll use that. Daniel Andrews comes out, cases, panic, pandemic.
Fear.
All right, like I said, I'm telling people they could have tested any one of these nursing home patients. There. Last year, the year before, they all have tested positive because we all got coronavirus in us. But they didn't want to test. But guess what, Tim? In all this time here, they're crying out, get tested, everyone get tested. People are driving their cars to these testing places, waiting 4 hours in a car to get tested.
Fucking idiots.
Idiots getting tested, but hang on, they're not testing the old aged care people. They're waiting for them to get tested here to make out this second wave.
Right.
So what's happening now, because it's going to spread to the other states, and it goes to New South Wales, but because people are sneaking out, people are sneaking out. And, of course, anyone that sneaks out is a COVID carrier.
Right.
In New South Wales, the script isn't to use the nursing homes anymore because it's going to get a bit fucking obvious. So what they're using is the hotels. People go back and just check out the whole news for the last week or so. Cases in this hotel, this bar, this restaurant. That's their script. And who knows what will happen in Queensland and other states. But they can't use the nursing home bullshit because that was Victoria's script. So this is the climax, guys. All right, I've got to change this. So we got a 53 bed nursing home with 106 cases in a week. You'd think it wouldn't go any higher, would you? You couldn't go any higher because I've been there the last 4 days and there's not a single person, not an ambulance, there's nothing going on. They've locked the doors, they're running as per normal. But get this. Get this, folks. This nearly rocked the socks off. All right, can you see that?
Not yet. It's rendering. Okay.
All right. Let me go back to it. He's Horrorhead reading his bullshit out today. Let's skip all that.
A fucking scumbag.
Victoria's biggest outbreaks. Well. Estia aged care in Ardea, 144. 144 cases in a 53-bed nursing home.
Jesus Christ.
Do you get this or fucking what? People, fucking share this. Like I said, I want you here. Meet me tomorrow. We'll all go to this fucking nursing home and fucking blow this to smithereens. How dare they can say 144 cases, but look at the others, 160, 169. They're all going up. The same story applies to every single one of these. 145. They're saying that 53, what's about 47, 91 staff in a 53 bed aged care home, sorry. But wasn't I lucky to bump into the only person that tested negative? Did I really bump into someone that was negative? Or would I have bumped anyone else that came out of there would have been negative as well? We have to fucking hit this big time. They've used these other homes, other parts of Melbourne. People should be going to each one of these and doing this. Luckily, this is in my area. I'll be there tomorrow. But by God, if anyone could come and join me, they'd be welcome because the numbers do make a difference. So
there's more cases than people, Peekay. More cases than people.
As you say, Tim, many are the cases and few other caskets.
Right.
All right. Sorry, everyone. I hope you got that in. I really had to show that. I'm going to cut that bit out and put it up on the video. Like I said, I need fucking up. It's not about me. It's about, look, I don't want to use the thing they say, we're all in this together. But right now, we're all in this together to fucking get out of this mess.
Right.
Tim, I'll tell you what's happening.
Go ahead.
As you know, you've heard the saying, we've got nothing to lose. All right, we've got nothing to lose. And then, but right now, or in the last whatever, people have got something to lose. They got their jobs, they got their car, they got their mortgage, they got whatever. So they will accept what the government, fake government, is telling them. Put the mask on, set the lockdown, go on a curfew, thinking it'll all be good. But no, Tim, you know it's not going to be good. They're going to just make it more and more because they know, I don't want to use the term, they got us by the balls.
Right.
They know the mask is bullshit. But they know the gullible people will fucking believe it. Just going to go outside and look at the idiots. So it's not going to be the mask. It'll be gloves. It'll be wear a fucking bag on your head.
Right.
Who knows? They'll just increase it and sit back and laugh. They are sitting back. How the fuck did we ever think that this is going to, not 100%, fucking 200% the way we planned this shit? They in the wildest dreams would never, ever have thought it was like this, even though they know the whole planet's fucking dumb as a brick.
Right.
So, Tim, it's going to come to a point, like they say, it's going to be fucking hell for the next how many weeks, months. It's going to come to a point, Tim, where we're all on the edge of a fucking cliff, mate. We can't go back any further.
Right.
And we're going to say, we got nothing to lose.
Right.
It's like if you're fucking got a herd of elephants running at you, what, you going to stand there and say, oh, yeah, fucking, yeah, just kill me? No, you're going to fucking run. You're going to do something. You're going to react. You're on the edge of the cliff, mate. We're going to fucking nothing to lose. Sadly, that's what it's going to take for the fucking world to wake up to this shit when we got nothing to lose. Even then, I hate to say it, they probably still say, oh, yeah, fucking, just hit me over the cliff. Sadly, that's what most of the people will do. But like I said, there has to be this point where that's going to happen, mate. And that's when this whole fucking thing is going to end. And who knows what their life's going to be after that. And I pray, I dream, you know, will this happen? Tim, will this happen? Tell me.
PK, the fake bug should be a death by 1,000 cuts, because as bad as everything is that you showed us about that particular nursing home and how they're fucking with the statistics, etc., it's everywhere. The evidence is up the ass that this thing is fake as fuck everywhere. I'm at a loss for words. I try to express my contempt and disdain for this bullshit, but nothing I can say is enough. Nothing you can say is enough. We have all these good folks here on the thread who are with us, and thank you everybody there for your support. But it looks like a futile battle. We just can't get this word out. And if you start to have a little success with the numbers, people coming looking at your YouTube site, they just strike it down. They cut off the video or cut off your channel. It's futile. But there's nothing really that we say or do that could work, because it's the bad guys who have the most cameras and the most microphones, and we have the least cameras and the least microphones and algorithms. But it's just who we are. We're going to fight this bullshit as hard as we can. I have friends, PK. They start to get partly woke. They start to see this, but they don't want to say anything because they don't. They only want to be well thought of. They don't want to be thought of as conspiracy theorists. But there are no conspiracy theorists to be had. There are only conspiracy analysts, and we're at the end of this. It's no longer picking apart phony fake shows, phony fake mass shootings, phony fake this, that, or the other, where it didn't affect us. This is on all of us now. We're all under the duress of this. And if anybody is not feeling this, there's something seriously wrong with you. You're fucked in the head if you're not feeling this. And it can't be more obvious what's going on. It's a worldwide lockstep master plan where every country is acting identically in the fight against the fake bug. But like you say, Mel, PK, you're in the thick of it. You're you're the guinea pig state. Over there where you're at, it's winter time, so that's when they're pushing it there. Well, during the winter, people get colds and flus, right? So they push it on Melbourne, and that's a template of what's going to be happening everywhere else where it's warm right now. And I could go into what's going on here in New York City, PK, but I don't want to hog up the conversation. If you want to say something more at this point.
I've got a lot to say, Tim.
Yeah. You say all you want, PK. I'll hang back because I know that you're in ground zero of this bullshit right now.
Tim, Melbourne used to be a fucking fantastic place to live.
Right.
We've always been known as the most livable city in the world.
Right.
Yeah, that was just a tease. That was a tease to get all the people believing we live in a wonderful city. The government loves us. It's like heaven here. Nothing will go wrong. It was a tease for what was coming.
Right.
But when you say Melbourne we're down the bottom and it's pretty cold. I'm telling you, it's fucking cold.
Right.
Down below is a little offshore island part of Australia called Tasmania. That is colder. They haven't had a case in 63 days, but I think they had one recently. They had to bring one in. 63 days without a case in the coldest part of Australia, where you think germs would, they love the cold. So that takes away this bullshit why Melbourne's got this thing. But as you know, Tim, if you don't know, the seasonal flu's disappeared.
Right. Right. They did a little number borrowing, as we discussed before, PK. They moved the numbers from the flu column to the COVID column. That's the way it works.
900 deaths in Australia from the seasonal flu last year. Even though that is bullshit. It was probably 200. Probably not even 100. But they had to have this fear to get the flu vaccine. The flu vaccine. What are they going to do with that next year or whatever? I don't know. But 900 going by their bullshit. And we've got 200 COVID in 7 months. And 0 flu deaths in the last 3 months. Last July 2009, there was 70,000 cases of the flu. 70,000 cases of the flu in Australia. This year it's 84. That should be on the front fucking news every fucking day, night, morning, every newspaper for the last 2 weeks, whenever they announced this. No, it's not. It was on probably page fucking 23 in the fucking in the paper. Oh, they're going to, you know what they said? The reason why the seasonal flu's just gone after how many hundreds of years that we've suffered with this seasonal flu, it's gone because of social distancing, lockdown, masks, which have only come in recently, but apparently that, you don't worry about it. And the last one, washing our hands.
Right.
All those 4 things that someone with a little bit of brains 100 years ago might have said, yeah, maybe we should do this and the flu might go. But no, it's just happened right now. Can you fucking believe it? Oh, but hang on. All those 4 things hasn't stopped the COVID from fucking going. The same fucking symptoms, except for loss of taste and smell. Hang on.
I never even heard of that, man. You lose your taste and smell it. I mean, I've had colds before, and it's irrelevant about what I could taste and smell because I'm not even hungry at the time.
I definitely haven't got COVID because my farts smell even more than they did before.
A little levity is indicated, Peekay, because we're going. This is some sad fucking shit right here.
Tim, the masks. I'll tell you how useless they are. We wear underpants and pants. Do they stop our farts?
No.
You think a mask is going to stop you fucking? Honestly. I'm trying to get lighthearted here because fucking, it's. I don't think I'll sleep tonight, but
Yeah.
I've got a few things I've got. Actually, I've read a few things down, would you believe? First time ever.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to what I've been doing it. Sorry. I've been doing a Lincoln Karim. You know, the good man from New York.
Yeah.
I don't have a motorised bike. I have my, normal bike.
Yeah.
I just drive around. It's been fucking freezing, but I'm going around. Everyone that I'm talking to, I ask the same question. Can I ask you why you're wearing a mask? Is it because you're afraid of the virus or $200 fine? Virtually all of them, $200 fine. And they've all been good and listened to me till today. Today, I actually spent 3 hours out talking to people. I recorded 2 people. It was great. Then I went to another place, and there was 3 guys there. 2 guys and 3 guys and a woman, not far from my place. I've actually spoken to them before, all except one guy. I got into Burke Street, and the shit, I don't want to get into it, but it blew their mind away. They said, no way, no, we knew that. But now that you've mentioned it, we can see why they did Burke Street, because it all links to this. I said, right, you are right, Anyway, I spoke to them for an hour. Then I went round, going home, and there's this woman wearing a mask, and I said, oh, good to see that you're, getting, you're getting your oxygen in or something. Can't remember, something like that. And I said, why are you wearing that? She says, oh, because of the pandemic. That's right, pandemic. I said, what fucking pandemic? Oh, yeah, there's a pandemic. I said, do you know any people that died? And she turned around and gave me the finger, whether that meant one or up yours. I don't know. It was one or the other. Then I went around the corner of my place, and there's 2 guys wearing a mask. And I thought, these guys are pretty looking intelligent young blokes. I rode into my driveway, and they just, excuse me, guys, why are you wearing a mask? Trying from memory, said, oh, we're doing the right thing. I said, it's killing you, blah, 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 whatever. And they walked away, says, oh, thanks for your advice, but no, thank you. And I said, fuck it, all right, don't worry about it, Thanks for your advice, but no, thank you. I said a few things like, you breathe in your own oxygen, and it's, if you got a virus, you're breathing it out, you're breathing it back in. Or, it's all developing moisture and germs and bacteria. You think that's fucking good for you? But anyway, I didn't expect to get 100% in the last 4 days, but, I'm wrapped that I've got so many that agreed with me. But people are frightened, Tim. They are fucking shit scared of the $200 fine because money speaks. Sorry, I'm going to let you talk in a second, but what they've done here, Tim, when I mentioned that little part there, they said testing. We want you to get tested. There's a reason for that. Because, Tim, they don't need testing figures. They say 38,000 got tested because we know they do not fucking test anything. There is no pathology, whatever, 20 pathologists in Melbourne who are busy doing the normal blood testing like they're done for whatever. There's no way 20,000 people tests are going to be done every 24 hours in these pathologies. Because for a fact, every test has got coronavirus. the whole thing about this testing is to get their details, name, address. As I spoke to the guy, I think they got name, address, telephone number, license number, and all that. Plus, whatever they stick down the nose, they've got the DNA sample, but they've also vaccinating you. They can vaccinate you through the nose. They do to animals. Whether they're doing that, I don't know. It has got nothing to do with testing because they just make up any figures they want, as we know.
Right.
So, what they're doing now came out yesterday. But, you know, it's all about, Daniel Andrews, he's fucked this up, and he hasn't fucked anything up. It's all going to script perfectly. You know, the 9 towers that they closed down and made out this virus going through there, and the Black Lives Matter protest, they said they didn't want, but of course they wanted it because they're going to say, oh, yeah, you know, it spread through there and the nursing home thing. So he's doing his job, and they are so happy with him. But, you know, the media's sort of giving him a hard time, bullshit, just like pedophile pal. I don't want to go in that, but so what they're saying now, we as Melbournians are to blame. Don't worry about all the other states. They're doing the right thing. We're to blame. We're the terrible people. Because what they're saying is 3,000 people supposedly tested positive in whatever the last 2 weeks. I don't know, whatever. 3,000. We've got the army and health inspectors, whatever you want to call them, I don't know how many there are, knocking on these people's doors throughout Melbourne to see if they're inside and doing their 2-weekly fucking quarantining. So, guess what? 800 people either didn't answer the door or weren't home. How dare these 800 people do this and, you know, and wreck all the good work that we're doing? How dare these 800 people do that? So now, if you have tested positive and you're caught outside when you shouldn't be, $5,000. Second offence, $20,000. Actually, it was 4,967. Can you believe that?
Right.
Who comes up with 4,967?
Probably some kind of coding there, Peekay. We have to check with RV.
But guess what, Tim? The third offence, you know what happens?
They put you in jail or something?
No, worse. You have a date with Daniel Andrews. Honestly, how bad would that be? You couldn't imagine anything worse. And you just mentioned about prison. I've got good news. I've got good news, everyone. We cannot go to prison. Don't pay your fines. Don't pay your fines because they cannot take you to prison. You know why? Because we're already living in a fucking prison.
That's right.
You see? They cannot put you in prison when you're already in a prison. We live in the greatest open-air prison the world's ever seen.
With 1 hour exercise permitted a day, just like a prison.
Tim, this is how laughable it is. People are getting fined last night, supposedly 61 in Melbourne, for going out at 3 a.m. in the morning to get fast food.
Yeah.
Or 11:30 p.m. to get a McDonald's. Hang on. The whole fucking place is in curfew at 8 o'clock. Why the fuck is McDonald's open after 8 o'clock?
So it looks like
is a takeaway open at 3:20 in the morning when nobody's fucking allowed to go out?
It's a fucking trap, I guess.
This is the bullshit they come up with, Tim. Honestly. I'm going to go out at 3:20 to get a fucking shish kebab or whatever. Who in their right mind would be open at 3:20 when there's a curfew? I've got another story to tell you. Because it's all about attacking anyone like you, me, or not only anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers. Because we're a cult. You know we're a cult?
We're a fringe group.
Yeah. Honestly, this is yesterday or the day before on the eastern side of Melbourne. A woman, a 38-year-old, wasn't wearing a mask. And just happened to be a cop station about 100 metres away, funnily. Two cops. As usual, there's always a woman now and a male. Because all of a sudden, over the last few years, women want to be cops for some reason. God knows why. God knows why, but they'd be useless as tips on a bull when there was a really strong man they want to arrest. Think about it.
That's right.
But they hang around in twos and fours, but that's why. So they told this woman, you got to wear a mask. And she said, I'm not wearing a mask. But guess what? This woman attacked the female cop, got her on the ground, smashed her head twice on the concrete, knocked her unconscious. Hang on. What's the male cop doing? Standing there fucking watching? That's the story. That this woman assaulted the police woman. I mean, fucking 100 metres away from the cop shop. But she got arrested finally, thank God. They took her in, 9 charges, whatever. No name of this woman.
Of course not.
The media, check out my video, mate, today. The cops have got cameras on them now, every time. There's no footage of that.
Of course not.
They show this one photo of this woman sitting. She's supposedly in a hospital unconscious. She is sitting in a fucking police station, I imagine, because they've got terminals behind her. Head bowed. They reckon they took a chunk of hair out. Ted, how do you take a chunk of hair out of a woman? You got to pull it out of the roots. Have you ever tried to pull hair out of a root? Chunk of hair disappeared. That was the story. She got knocked twice, bleeding. This woman is sitting there, showing her hair, not a bit of blood, no chunk of hair. But guess what, Tim? She's got a mask on. You've been knocked unconscious and you've got your fucking mask on in a police station. That's the only bit of image we see. Covering her face, of course. We don't want to see this. That's how bad it is. They are absolutely attacking anyone that goes against because, it's come to a point they're getting desperate and they got to hold onto the ground they've made. So anyway, I've gone on enough, Tim. What is going on in New York?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that, PK.
You only got 10 seconds, all right?
I'll try to keep it brief.
All right. 4, 3.
But the lousy mayor has all of a sudden instituted checkpoints at all major bridges and tunnels because they don't want people from 35 states to come in here without being quarantined for 2 weeks. And they're going to stop people. Now, it's the same everywhere else. If you have a 3-lane highway or whatever, and there's a car accident in 1 lane, right? It becomes a slow-moving parking lot. Traffic gets snarled for miles. So they're deliberately going to start pulling people over and educating them, they said. Tell them you got to be quarantined, fill out this form, blah, 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 blah. And it's going to be a random process. And it's just pure fucking insanity. That I'm at a loss for words here. When I saw this, I was trembling with fucking anger. This is beyond the pale. And then they said, well, we don't want Bill de Blasio. We don't want to fine people, but if we have to, it's going to be a $10,000 fine. Okay. Now, when the city decides that they're going to ticket a certain offense or whatever, they put in production guidelines or ticket quotas. They have to get a certain amount of tickets. Otherwise, the officer who's not doing those tickets is going to be on a night shift or put someplace where that sucks or whatever. And it's the sheriff. And as you know, PK, the police, the sheriff, They're the order followers. They make this system of enslavement, which we're deep into now and getting deeper and deeper. They make it all possible. They're just soldiers, foot soldiers for the bad guys at the top of the capstone. This is going to be the worst fucking thing ever as far as trying to commute from one place to the other. No more free. And he's like, well, we're going to try to balance personal freedoms with this public health emergency. There's no way possible, because as we keep pounding and saying and repeating and reiterating, this fake bug just does not exist. It's bullshit. And look what they're doing to the people. Insane is not a strong enough word for it. But okay, it's my time up, Peekay. That's what's happening here, Peekay. It's sick. Fucking sick.
Well, I put you on mute after 10 seconds, so that was a waste of time, Tim. Yeah. What have I got jotted down there? Sorry, I don't normally do this.
Peekay, I shouldn't even complain compared to what you're going through. You can't even travel 5 kilometers past your house, for crying out loud.
You're right, mate. And we're only allowed to exercise for 1 hour.
Right.
If you get caught, I don't know how they time it. If you get caught for 61 minutes, well, it's right. The vaccine, Tim.
Plus, they fine you on the spot for not having a mask. After they told us over and over again, Dr. Fauci, that scumbag rat weasel, told us on 60 Minutes that the masks are not necessary. They're useless.
Tim, you had 10 seconds. Shut up.
Go ahead, Peekay.
I don't know why this is the top of my list, but the vaccine, Tim, we know it's been there for ages.
Right.
They're just drag it on. Because people aren't going to, within 1 month, say, I'll take the vaccine. 1 month? Fuck off. It takes years. They're going to drag it on as long as they can. We know there's going to be a microchip or a nanoparticle gel. You agree?
Well, only because Bill Gates said it himself, and he's on tape telling us that he's going to alter our ribonucleic DNA. Not a theory.
I've got another theory, Tim. There's going to be more to it. When did China have their one child program? 10, 20 years ago?
What did you call it?
China, they had you can only have one child.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the start of this. And as you know, China are the blueprint for all this. We're going to live in the world of the Chinese in a socialist, fucking communist lifestyle.
Yeah.
I believe, could be wrong, I've been wrong before, don't know when, but I think I was. Sorry. There's going to be a sterilization thing in the vaccine where no more children. Sorry. No more children. That will dwindle the population like you cannot believe to what they want it to be. I got a big feeling that's going to be a part of it. Could be wrong.
The sperm counts are already at an all-time low, so they want to push it further. Yeah.
All right. Just change the subject for 1 second. Apparently, there was some explosion in Beirut. I love that word, Beirut. How many people died? Do you know? Does anyone know how many people died in Beirut? The other question I want to know is, were they COVID deaths? They have to be, surely.
Of course they were.
All right. I'll check that out later.
But we're so used to those kind of shows, too. There's some kind of black object flying around near it. It's just another show to get. Who the hell knows what happened? They need distractions, that's for sure. So it's probably that.
It's my mate Mad Pie, but funny. He must be reading my mind. Beirut, Beirut and Bangkok are my two favourite places to go for some. I don't know. All right. Let's go back to our friend. Oh, yes. I'm getting this. Our friend Donald Trump, the saviour.
Everybody's friend. Yeah.
Everybody, a great guy. He's a better actor than Ronald Reagan, easily. I mean, Ronald Reagan was a fucking terrible actor, but he was president. 3-4 months ago, he mentioned what's the word?
Hydrochloroquine.
He mentioned it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. I never heard it before. He mentioned it. What the fuck is he talking about that? But now he's talking about the army fucking smashing your door in to vaccinate you.
Right.
All right. We'll talk about this I'll call it hydroxy for sure. We've got these supposed 10, 12 doctors that have come from all over America in their white gowns on the steps of Washington, whatever it was. What was that building?
Oh, I don't recall, Peekay. But
they're standing in front of some Washington thing, talking for an hour or whatever. An African woman, I don't know her name.
Nigerian woman.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
She's gone off. She's going off. She is saying 350 of my patients, I put on hydroxy with zinc and some other shit.
Right.
All survived. They're talking in front of 12 people, whatever.
Right.
I uploaded the video, was gone in 10 minutes.
Right.
They did the same thing the next day. I uploaded that. It didn't even get to 100%. It got to 99. It was gone. Didn't even put it up. So they're banning this. But hang on. COVID-19 doesn't exist.
That's right. That's the problem.
How does she say this fucking thing's helped 350 COVID patients when the fucking thing doesn't even exist?
Right.
But people are going, wow, banning this. It's a bit like the Christchurch fucking bullshit. Ban this. Hang on. Tell me, what's the Nigerian? Come out there on the steps and say, you know what? COVID-19 don't fucking exist. So don't even fucking worry about hydrochloro or whatever it is, or fucking this or that. It don't exist.
If she were being honest.
Then we will start believing your crap.
Right.
I believe this is just another setup.
Right.
To confuse people.
Right.
Oh, it just so happens in here in Melbourne, good old Victoria, the health minister, horrid fucking thing, Mikakos, her name is, horrid fucking piece of shit.
Fucking cop.
Put hydrochloro fucking thing on the banned list. What? Let's just join in the script here.
Right.
They're making out this hydro fucking shit. It might do you good. It's been around for years. It might not cure, but it might help you if you've got a bit of a, runny nose or a fucking bit of a cough. Maybe, That's. Do you agree with me? It could be a fucking setup, mate.
Oh, absolutely. Peekay, here's how it works. They put up this nut job Nigerian doctor and some other doctors. They tell everybody, we have the cure. We're curing everybody left and right. But the fucking thing doesn't exist, as we both know, right? Then people look at that and they're given millions of views. Okay, the algorithms are set up in their favor, so millions of people will see it, right? And then they believe it, and it lends credence to the fake bug. Then they shut it down, knowing that the people, they shut it down. There must have been something to it, right? Then they flood the internet with videos of this stupid, idiotic Nigerian doctor telling us that people catch fucking diseases in their sleep from demon spirits. So you just set it up, make it, and then try to say, see how these stupid people are who believe in this shit. Well, we don't believe in it. We know that it's bullshit. We know that the fake bug don't exist. Fuck you. Fuck your social distancing. Fuck your hydroxychloroquine. Fuck your vaccines. It's all bullshit, and we know it, and they know it too.
Go back to where these 10 doctors were all standing in front of the steps. Who the fuck were these 12 people in front? Because they asked questions. Who were these 12 people that just gathered there? Were they told that this gathering of doctors was going to be there? If these 12 people weren't there, who the fuck were they going to be talking to?
Right.
What? It stinks to high heaven, but that's another. Glad you agree. All right.
I just want to say, no matter what the situation, no matter what the press conferences, or whether it's de Blasio, King Como, or Dan the Dictator, or those fucking doctors, there's never anyone never a reporter who says, by the way, do you think that maybe this might be an over-the-top reaction on the part of the government, given that less than 1% of the people die from this fake bug domestically and worldwide? Less than 1%. That is not a pandemic. That is a scamdemic and a bullshit story.
Well, even our figures here, 0.4% of those tested test positive.
Right.
And then from that, only 1% actually die.
Right.
So if you put the two together, it's 0.000 whatever, 1.
Right.
And people are fucking walking around the streets with fucking masks because they're scared of a fucking virus.
Right.
Honestly, I feel like grabbing these people and squeezing their fucking necks or grabbing their mask off. Fucking wake up. You're walking, exercising with a mask on. Do you know how stupid you are?
Right.
Honestly. Anyway, I've got some great news, everyone.
Okay.
This might come as a shock to everyone, but Donald Trump has come in contact with me.
I can't wait to hear this.
The one and only Donald Trump has sent me a comment. I mean, I've got to assume it's him because his name's Donald Trump on YouTube. Okay? This has to be Donald Trump. You're not gonna call yourself Donald Trump on YouTube unless you're Donald Trump. Fair's fair? All right. This is what Donald Trump said to me today. Andrews and all Victoria and federal government are under US military arrest already. They have been told and ordered to play out their script. It's to show the people the lengths they were going to go to. People must see and feel it, otherwise they won't know when the truth comes out. They need to feel the anger so history never repeats. Right. Trust me, Donald Trump said this, trust me, it's all under control.
Yeah.
There's more to it, but this is Donald, baby, telling me this. You know, he wouldn't lie to me. It's me, Donald Trump, I'm telling you. Shut up. We've got a message. Go away.
He doesn't lie. He just changes his mind every day.
Where was it? Trust me, it's all under control, he says. This is his motto, people. Prep in Sep, meaning September. Prep in Sep. October, or Oct, he says, he's shortening it. Oct, all will be revealed. It's only 2 months away. Society will go into meltdown for a few weeks. Particularly need Melbourne locked down. They are cleaning the underground out now, hence the 8 o'clock curfew, because they've got to clean the underground out, all right? Donald sent me this. I'm not joking. Donald wouldn't lie. You know that, all right? And he knows. He's obviously, someone's mentioned Peekay, and he thought he'd, tell me this. Melbourne is the worst in the world, as it's the only sub to Antarctica. Whatever that means, sub to Antarctica. Huge battle there now, but it's all going to plan. Not human. This will be deleted soon. Highlight so I know you've seen. He asked me to highlight so he knows I've seen this. So it's all going to plan. Donald says, don't worry. It's prep in Sep. And in October, all will be revealed. So how fucking good is that? That has inspired me now. Fucking, I feel good. Thank you, Donald. You're a fucking legend.
Don't worry. Be happy.
I got to tell. I went to the doctor today.
That should be a good story.
I actually asked him, how long's COVID-19 going to be around? You know what he said to me? How should I know? I'm a doctor, not a politician. What?
Oh, he was serious.
He was, and he threw me out again. I got new doctors every fucking week, mate.
That's
They all throw me out. Honestly.
Well, you heard the joke about COVID, but you probably won't get it.
I get it, yeah. That's
an old one. That's an old one right now. Okay.
Jimmy, you know how deadly this virus is? You got to get fucking tested to see if you have it.
And if you don't have it, you're asymptomatic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. What have I got left to you? Oh, I made a video just before. I don't know if you've seen it. There are 3 certainties in life, people.
Oh, I saw that. Peekay.
Yeah, I'll say it anyway because fucking.
Do it again.
Death, taxes. Trying to remember what I said there. If this pandemic was real, I would bet my fucking life that those who in government, whoever control us, would not say a single word, and they would wish that we would all fucking suffer and die.
Right.
But because it is fucking fake as fuck,
right,
it has been fucking in their heads 24/7 for the last 6 months.
Right.
So we know 100% it is fucking, what is it, Tim?
Fake as fuck.
Fuck. Honestly, you think they fucking care about us? These people that spray our skies, put poison in our fucking water, GMO foods, you think they give a fuck about you or me? No.
They even say it in their documents, Peekay, as you know, and our friends on the thread over here know, that the government is geared towards depopulation. They want to cull the fucking population. That's all. It's not that hard to understand. It's in their own documents.
I know. I got one last note. I don't even know what I meant. UK Medical. Don't worry about it. What's the time? Only 1.25 hours. I thought this would go for 5 hours.
It's getting harder and harder to do these shows, Peekay.
For some reason, my YouTube screen just go round and round. I cannot see comments or who's watching this. Sorry, folks. I go back and watch this tomorrow. I made a video a few days ago, like I said. We're doomed. We're doomed. And I don't want to sound negative, pessimistic. We warned people years ago. Warned people. Timmy, could vouch on this. And we got laughed at and ridiculed. I didn't start making videos fucking when Sandy Hook and Boston happened because I had nothing better to do.
Right.
I've got a lot of fucking better things to do than make videos about Boston, Sandy Hook, Fort Lauderdale, fucking chemtrails, fucking this and that. By God, I wish I'd never even made one single video. Something told me I had to do it, you know? Something told me I had to do it. There was nothing that I was going to gain out of it, monetary-wise. All right, I've got patrons now in the last 3 months, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank them very much, people supporting me in the last 3 months, but that was never my intention, I could have done that from day one 9 years ago. But Tim, when you see it, when you wake up and you see the shit that we see and we hear and see on the TV and the radio, you can't just fucking sit there and say nothing, mate.
Right.
You just gotta fucking try to spread the news. Even what I'm doing now, I pull up to one person, a little lonely woman walking the dog, as I did today. I felt great that I planted that seed in her head, you know, even if it's one person, you know. It's a great feeling, Tim, isn't it? When you actually know that you have woken one person up, isn't it? Even if it's like one person a day, someone that had doubts about what's going on, and I love it. I love it when I talk to someone. Oh yeah, you know, yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you did hear about that. Yeah, and you sort of elaborate on that. Oh yeah. It's a fantastic feeling, and it gives me really, you know. You must feel the same. I don't know if you go around and talk to people the same. I can't help myself, Tim. Everywhere I go, I just have to talk to people. And like I said at the start, virtually all of them are good and receptive and want to listen. The few like I had today, I don't give a stuff, you know. Time will tell. Time will tell how stupid they are, but I have to somehow not criticize these people. And I'll give an example. Yesterday, after talking to this guy for so long, camera ran out, I rode my bike, and there's this guy pushing a pram. He was about 6'4". I thought it must be a guy because of his height, because he had a mask on. I couldn't really tell 100%. I said, "Excuse me, sir, can I ask you something?" And he mumbled something through his mask. I said, "Oh, yeah, I really didn't know if you were a male or female because of the mask. You know, I was just guessing, I assumed. Because pushing a pram, there's not many guys that push prams, right?" And I said, "Are you wearing that mask?" The same thing, because you believe there's a virus or you're scared of the $200. He said, "Oh, because there's a virus, 100%. I said, "Really? Really?" And what he said was, "Yeah, it's all because of the science. I've heard the science says there's a pandemic, whatever."
CNN.
Oh, what science? You know? But then he mentioned a nursing home, just happened to be down the road. Unless I mentioned it first. I think I did. About the nursing home. Oh, yeah, the reason they had all those cases because they didn't wear masks. Where did you get that from? What sort of... Anyway, I said something, I wrote off. I'm trying to think what I said. And I went, so it was a roundabout, and I yelled out, "Bill Gates loves you." Something like that. You know, I should not put down people like that. But, you know, I can't help myself. We were like that once, weren't we, Tim? We were sheep. We were zombies. But, you know, I stuff it. It's come to that point. You idiots are the ones putting us in this fucking mess. You understand? If you had a spine and had half a brain and turned off your fucking TV and radio and actually went on the internet and did some research, you wouldn't be out here fucking wearing a mask. You would be doing what I'm doing and spreading the word, and we wouldn't be in this shit. So I'm blaming you because that's what's happening, Tim.
Right.
We're not fighting the government now and the so-called fucking whatever. We are fighting the people that we live with that surround us everywhere. And they are the huge majority.
Right.
The huge majority. I guarantee a lot of them know there's something wrong, but they're too scared because of the $200 fine to wear the mask. Guarantee 50% think there's a real virus. So this is going to plan from these whoever doing this, because they have got their, not only they've got all the followers, the police, and you know all that, the media. They've got every person, the public, brainwashed working for them, without paying them, to fight us and criticise. Why are you wearing a mask? Oh, you got to wear a mask. Yeah, I'm going to catch a virus from you. That's what we're going to put up with now. And in the long run, Tim, it's divide and rule, as you know. And that's what they've worked on for how long? They've used divide and rule to keep them in the power that they have had. And that's what they're doing now. Big time. Big fucking time. And they are sitting back. How fucking good is this? We can just sit back, do fuck all, tell our lies, and let the people fight amongst themselves.
Right.
Honestly, that's how it is, Tim.
Right. There's two fights. There's the fight against the world order government, and then there's the fight against dumb. And the dumb people just want to fight with us. They don't want to know anything about what's really going on. And that there's a worldwide lockstep master plan. It doesn't. It's inconceivable to them, because from birth till death, they just believe that the government cares about them, and the government's going to care for them, and the government is trying to help us stay safe. I'll tell you what, I don't want to stay safe. I want to live dangerously, dangerous freedom instead of peaceful slavery.
Tim, all these years with the seasonal flu, right? Have you lived your life am I going to get this fucking seasonal flu this winter? Oh, fuck, has your life revolved about, I'm not going to get this seasonal flu, No. Honestly, you don't. You have not lived your life. But now, where's the fucking mask? I'm not going to get this fucking COVID-19. I don't want to die. I'm not 95 and live in a nursing home, but I don't want to die. I got to wear this fucking mask because this fucking bug. I mean, how fucking pathetically mental are people? How spineless. It's all about fear of dying, Tim. They are fearful of fucking dying from a bug that doesn't exist, and it's got a mortality rate of 0.00 whatever. Tim, it's not even in the top 50 listed causes of death.
It's near the bottom.
Can you believe it? Not in the top 50, and the whole world is fucking destroyed. What is fucking going on? Tim, fucking pinch me. Is it a Twilight Zone or what?
Without one shot being fired, they just took over.
It's a war without weaponry, Tim, without one shot being fired.
Psychological warfare.
Tim, there will never be another actual world war or war. They don't need that anymore.
Right.
That was those days are gone.
Right.
They don't need that bullshit. We're going to fight amongst each other. America, fucking look out. Oh, fucking hell.
Their weapon is the media that they control. That's all there is to it.
Just watch a video when I called, who did I call? I called Daniel Andrews yesterday. That was the one, but the one before I called the current affair, the media. When I said at the end, there is a deadly virus going around. Oh, yeah, I agree. He said, what's your point? I says, well, the deadly virus is the mainstream media, and you're a part of it. Get off, you loony. Honestly, I'll say it now, people listening. If we can somehow stop the mainstream media right here and now, this will be over tomorrow.
Right.
They are not precious. They are just fucking people like you and me doing a job in their building, wherever they are. We should be going there in numbers. Morning when they come in, afternoon when they leave, confronting the news readers. People in Melbourne will know I'm talking about. Peter Hitchner, Peter Mitchell, Neil fucking Mitchell, David Koch, Tracy Grimshaw. We should be confronting these people and putting the word on. Because I tell you what, Tim, God bless his soul, a great man, Woodrow Wobbles.
Yeah.
He's laying 6 foot under right now. And he's missed out on all this. Something must have said, get out of this early, Woodrow. George. I'll never forget this day. It was the day after Jimmy Gargasolis, one of the worst actors in Australian history, was found guilty on all these charges of fucking murder, attempted murder, but he never even drove his car down Burke Street. We were outside the Supreme Court, me, Woodrow, Pyman. I think Pyman's still in the... Yeah, Pyman's there. Great, mate, great man, Pyman. I love you to death, Glenn. We were out there with a few others, and outside the Supreme Court, you always got these fucking media guys with the camera. You got the blonde bimbos ready to do their fucking bullshit. And I just sort of walked in front, and a woman, a reporter, excuse me, are you one of the family victims? And I don't know what I said. No, but I said a few things. But then we started saying a few things, and Woodrow was behind me saying a few things. And this fucking blonde fucking piece of shit was hearing this, and she walked past and pushed Woodrow and said something like, oh, how dare you, abuse us or something, and walked away like a dirty, midgy fucking dog. And Woodrow yelled out something. It's on his channel. His channel's still there, would you believe, on YouTube, Woodrow Wobbles. So we see how cowardly they are. She didn't stop and debate us. She ran away like a mingy fucking dog. And she's pretty well known. She's actually the partner of a famous cricketer in Australia, Glenn Maxwell. People should be confronting these scum every single day and telling them what they are. Not just the Neil Mitchells, these idiots out to the Supreme Court, these idiots that go to the protests that we have in Melbourne, they're there already because, the cops tell them to be there to, put on the fake news. We should fucking tell them, what the fuck are you idiots doing? Fuck off out of here. And don't put up these fucking bullshit lies that they do at the 6 o'clock. Classic example was the steps of Parliament, where innocent guys were just on the microphone saying their thing, and a stream of fucking cops just grabbed him, took him away, smashed his head, put him in the van, did that a few times. 6 o'clock news, the first words the newsreader said, protest in Melbourne, a police officer is in hospital after being attacked by a protester. What a lot of fucking shit. That's the first thing they said. No police officer was attacked by anyone. People were screaming, oh, don't take him away, blah, blah, blah. But they turned it around to make us look like we're violent people, and that's all it is, attacking us. But of course, they got their own plants in there, where they probably say someone punching a cop. It's just a part of them, one of the Asian provocateurs, whatever. So the media just turns it all around. And I knew it all anyway, but seeing that, fucking. So we have to stop the fucking media. Because, Tim, if we never turn the TV on or turn the radio on, because by God, even 5-6 months, I can turn the radio on now, and I'm telling you, within seconds, it'll be COVID-19.
Even the commercials.
The commercials. And we got a sports station here because there's a footy game going on now. They have commercials, like 10 fucking commercials. Not just, it's like, they run a business. In these times of COVID-19 crisis, it's just not fucking stop. If we didn't turn the radio on, the TV on, if we went outside and just lived normally, take away the mask bullshit, you wouldn't fucking know there was anything wrong, mate. You would not know. So the media, as I say, is the fucking virus, and we have to eliminate them somehow. And I believe that is the easiest way. The easiest way. It's not like we can barnstorm Parliament and pull out politicians, because people say, hang on, if you get rid of the politicians, who's going to govern the country? Hey? Oh, Oh, yeah, Peekay can be Prime Minister. Yeah, right. We can fucking get into the media. Because I remember, I don't know if this was fake or not, going back many years. I don't know if you remember this, Tim. Someone was reading a news thing. I don't know where it was. And someone actually ran in and grabbed the microphone and said, can't remember what it was, 9/11 was inside
the football player. And
something
then, yeah.
We got to do things like that. Like I said, they don't have security fucking bodyguarding them like they do the prime ministers and Daniel Andrews wherever they go, untouchables. These media are just like any normal people. People have to start getting into them and say, fucking hell, we can't take this shit anymore. How do you fucking pieces of garbage sleep every night knowing what you're spewing out is fucking destroying lives? You are the ones destroying lives. Suicide rates have skyrocketed, but we won't tell you. We won't talk about that.
Right.
We just want to come on. Oh, 700 fucking COVID deaths in the last 24 hours. Like I give a fuck. Tell me about the fucking 400 other people that died last night from cancer, tuberculosis, leukemia, pneumonia, heart attacks. No. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Daniel Andrews, 13 people died yesterday. 3 over 70, 5 men and a woman over 80, another 5 over 90, and a 1 over 100. Oh, God bless his soul. He was going to be in the Olympic marathon, but they cancelled that this year. But he was at the peak of his life. My heartfelt, condolences to the families of the victims. Don't worry about the other 400 people that died from the other things, but COVID-19, if you die from COVID-19, you get a mention from the Prime Minister and the Premiers because you're special.
You are 75 years old too, right? Peekay, special conference he pulled together to speak about the tragedy of a 78-year-old guy dying.
As you know, no one under 50 dies. Or hasn't.
Right.
In Australia, I can show you the chart, but it won't bother. Months ago, there was one guy, a 42-year-old. I've mentioned this before.
Right.
A Filipino on a Filipino cruise ship that supposedly got COVID.
Right.
Outside of Western Australia, Fremantle. They pulled him off the boat, hospital, died. Never been in Australia before in his life. He spent the only time in his life, 42-year-old, that day in hospital. Australian COVID death.
Yeah, not even a your country.
Under 50, 42. They love that. Got to get the young. Even though it's hard to get the young.
Right.
Even though they're closing every fucking school in Melbourne because someone tested positive. But no one is dying under 50. But I could go back 6 weeks ago in Queensland, a 30-year-old that they said died. Press conference as usual. The family went apeshit because he never died from COVID. He was dead as a maggot for 7 months. News didn't tell you that.
Right.
The news come out. It was no big deal. They tried to quietly somehow, how are we going to get around this? We've upped it from 102 to 103 because we've been on 102 for 4 weeks. We upped it 1. I will have an inquiry into this. 2 days later, they come out from the inquiry and said, the testing was contaminated.
Right.
The testing was contaminated. How the fuck did they come up with that? But people believe that. So 2 days later, back down to 102. 5 weeks on 102. Can you believe it? It's a pandemic. But yesterday, Daniel Andrews, I'll tell you what, I think he orgasmed 4 times on his press conference when he's read out there was a 30-year-old that died yesterday. Because he spent half his speech talking about this 30-year-old. No name. No name.
Of course not.
I don't want to give out names because shit, no way. Only every 20th, 30th death will they get a sellout who they'll pay whatever amount to use the story in Daily Mail. And people read it, oh my God, it must be real. Mr. Whatever died at 95. He was a Collingwood supporter. photos with his grandchildren. This must be real. We only need a few of them, Tim. You don't have to name all the other 200. We're just going to mention a few. And people think, oh, heartfelt for this poor guy. Whether he was a sellout, whether the granddaughter had no idea, she got the phone call. Your granddad died, because, you know, you can't visit them. Your granddad died last night from COVID-19. She probably believes it. But they're the others who got paid. And what's happening, Tim? I've got to tell you this as well.
They offer to pay for the funeral.
Yes, Tim. Listen, I'll try to finish what I was saying about.
Yeah.
I hate doing that. I always go sidetracked. I can't come back. The 30-year-old, yeah. Andrews, orgasm 4 times, I reckon, on his. Because the 30-year-old, heartfelt condolences for the family, you know, all this fucking bullshit. Are you fucking joking? We know the hospital supposedly that he died in. No names. No names. All right. A friend, a woman, she called me yesterday. She's a truther, by the way. Never met her. I've got to tell you this, Peter. I'm at the hairdressers now. And I've heard this story 3 times in the last 3 days. Wow. This person told me a relative died in the nursing home, and they said, if you allow us to put COVID-19 on a death certificate, we'll pay for the funeral.
Right.
And she's heard it 3 times.
Right.
That's what they're doing, Tim.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone said more Tim than PK. I'll have a break, mate. You can say what you like for 20 seconds.
Well, I feel the opposite of you, my friend. I said the more PK, the better. PK has been doing this for years. He's intimately acquainted with the bullshit of the system. He articulates himself perfectly as to all of this garbage. What can I add to it? Just my contempt and disdain for the fake bug, the authorities, the people who believe in the fake bug, all this garbage, all this loss of liberty. You know, we never knew what freedom was. We took it for granted that you could go to a bar or get a haircut or go here, there, or anywhere. But you could cross a bridge without there being a checkpoint, which they enacted now. In America, we don't even know how bad PK is living right now, where he can't travel 5 kilometers from his house. Where he lives is the same where as everyone else lives. People walking around like idiots with surgical masks, even though that scumbag rat weasel piece of shit Fauci and that bizarre Dr. Birx with the scarves around her neck. She should be hung by her treasonous neck with a fucking scarf. And all these QAnon and Trump supporters, and they think Trump is so great. He says one thing, and then he turns around and he does the other. He's going to get the army to distribute the vaccines in a powerful way. Hasn't he ever heard of FedEx or UPS? They deliver things. Has he ever heard of liberty or freedom, where it should be optional? If you want the vaccine, go ahead. It shouldn't be for everybody. It should be for people who are dumb enough to want that shot. And we have, and you know, keep calling us conspiracy theorists, right? But you have Bill Gates on video saying people are not going to have a choice not to take this, okay? And he explained to us in intricate detail on this video about how it's going to be an RNA altering vaccine, never before done. All vaccines are risky. In my mind, the best you can expect from a vaccine is that it doesn't hurt you right away, okay? But they don't even test this thing to see if it's not going to hurt you. And how can it not hurt you? But the things that they put in there, aluminum, thimerosal, aborted baby cells. It's sick. It's sick. There's one video of Bill Gates saying, yeah, we take the vaccine with the modified DNA. and shoot it right into the children's arm, right into the children's arm. And I put out these videos that people don't want to see it. Maybe I'm shadow banned. I tag people so that they come to it. People I know locally who like to perform at these open microphone shows, and a lot of them have already blocked me. And a lot of them say, "Hey, Terrible Tim, you know, if you keep bothering me with this, I'm going to block you." But this is their story, not mine, not Peekay's story. This is their bullshit story, and you should know about it. And all I'm trying to do is put some information in front of you. If it doesn't mean anything to you, if you can't look at it, or if you look at it and you can't trust your own eyes, that's on you. That's on you, you stupid, dumb motherfucker. It has nothing to do with Terrible Tim or Peekay or anyone else who was involved in trying to spread this information. That's on you.
Well said, mate.
Thank you, my brother.
I actually said that to someone today. You know, people won't believe anything until they see it's on the fucking 6 o'clock news.
Right.
I could give them a DVD which explains everything.
Right.
They won't even spend 10 seconds watching it. No, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I have to watch it on the 6 o'clock news because they wouldn't lie to you, would they?
Of course not.
No. The news is here to tell you what is really happening around the world. There's no way known you can fudge a lie and you know, stage events or make bullshit up. No way, could you, Tim?
Right.
It has to be real.
You know, Peekay, I noticed one local comedian. I'm going to give him a shout out, and then I'm going to tell him exactly where to look on this video. He says to me, "Oh, yeah, Tim, thanks. Maybe I'll look at it on my bar mitzvah." But I say that he's an Arabic fellow. Yeah, I'll look at it on my wedding night.
What was that thing? What was it? Oh, shit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take you off track there, Peekay.
Keep talking.
But you know what? We're both passionate about this, so maybe we kind of override each other a little bit. But we're making the point here. There's no fake bug to be had. Everything is fake as fuck on the news. I don't care what it is. Just throw a dart at the wall. No matter where it lands, it hits on a lie, or it hits on something that's totally fake, or it'll hit something that's real once in a while, like 9/11, for example. But it's not going to tell you the truth about 9/11. You know, another favorite. I counted the number of people who like to make fun of me for doubting the story of 9/11. There's about half a dozen comedians. They all get up on the microphone, Peekay, and they all say the same thing. Terrible Tim thinks 9/11 didn't even happen. Yeah, real clever. And they all think that they thought of it. Meanwhile, 5 other comedians, so-called comedians, already said the same thing. Terrible Tim thinks 9/11 didn't even happen. Yeah, for sure as fuck it happened. But you've been lied to. And you're stupid as fuck because the physical world cannot accommodate their ridiculous bullshit story. A man in a cave could not have directed that operation. And plus he had liver problems or something. He was on dialysis. The fuck out of here. Go ahead.
Had kidney problems. He had Morphone syndrome.
And CNN interviewed him some months ago.
They managed, Peter, what's his name, managed with this TV crew to get in the caves in Afghanistan. They managed to get there. The greatest intelligence system in the world history, the Americans, in 10 years couldn't find him.
Yeah.
Help me.
And Peekay, in a world of truth and reality that most people hate with a passion, if the government wanted you dead, you don't even have 1 hour left to live. You're dead. You're dead. That's all there is to it. But not Osama bin Laden. No, he was free to do whatever. He was free to give press conferences to CNN. Get the fuck out of here.
And his beard turned from grey to black. he should have been used in promotions for Just Men. I mean, he actually looked better 10 years after.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking. Anyway, we won't go there. I was going to say something, but I've lost my track again. My daughter just texted me. Another photo of my grandson. I just couldn't look at it. Sorry. What do we go on to, Jim? Hang on.
It's hard to look at pictures of your grandchildren knowing the dystopian bullshit Orwellian Brave New World that's being laid out for them. I absolutely understand your distress on that over that, Peekay. You had an emotional outpouring at the beginning of the show, and it had me a little bit teary-eyed too. This is sick. This is sick. When are people going to stand up for themselves? Don't they care about themselves? Don't they love their family and their friends and their country? How can they not give a fuck about this? It does. I don't understand it.
But Tim, they actually think they're doing the right thing.
Right.
By wearing the mask, going in a lockdown.
Yeah, we're all together. Stay safe.
What's worse, Tim, is I don't know if you use the same term. Dob. You know what the term dob means? Or lag? Dob. You don't use that term. It means that if I do the wrong thing, if I go outside without a mask, my next door neighbour sees that, he gets on the hotline and he calls the police. That's called dobbing or lagging in. People are actually going to do that thinking that me not wearing a mask is doing the wrong thing and I'm spreading the virus.
Right.
By God, it's been 2 weeks since the mask thing. I've only been out twice shopping with a friend of mine, Gary. He's not here. We didn't have any troubles really, but I dare to go out like tomorrow. I don't need to, thank God. On my own through a supermarket and see how many people would, criticise me or attack me, whatever. I'd say to them, I'd just try to remember this. Oh, I read this yesterday. Shit. Thank you for wearing a mask to protect. Sorry.
To protect you from getting their virus.
Yeah, but can I suggest you turn off the TV so you don't? Oh, I gotta get it. Turn off the TV so you don't fucking destroy your brain or something to that effect.
Right.
I don't know, I fucked it up. Sorry, but yeah, something like that. I'm wearing a mask to protect you from getting the virus, but you are watching TV and fucking, destroying your brain, sort of thing.
And people are paying for this bullshit to come into their television.
There goes Timmy.
I'm just getting a cup of coffee, Peekay.
You better hurry.
No, I can hear you. Keep talking.
I know, I can still hear you. I don't know why. I've lost my voice for some reason. From the start, I could hardly say a word.
No, I got good range with this camera.
Honestly, I spoke for 3 hours today, Tim, on the bike. 3 hours. It was freezing friggin' cold out there, and I think I woke up 6, 7, 8 people. That's a lot of people in one day.
Yeah.
And I feel good about that, But anyway, like I said, that nursing thing, people please help me. Please send messages. I'll go through this later and contact me. We got to get out there and fucking somehow, blow this to smithereens. Because if people in Melbourne realise that you can't have 144 cases in the 53-bed hospital, nursing home, sorry, you cannot increase from 91 to 105. Then, with everyone in quarantine, all of a sudden go to 144. You cannot. That place should have been closed. What's the word? Dehumidify, you know what I mean? Get all the germs out, whatever. That place should have been closed. Everyone should have been out of it. But it's increased by 40 people in the last 3 days.
PK, the physical world never accommodates their bullshit story. For example, the phony fake foul falls Floyd was a foldable a foldable victim of that bullshit psyop. He's 6'7", and you can see that it's a 6-foot casket. And then Caitlin Roig, the bullshit, right? Fits 15 children and herself in the 3x4 toilet. I send this video to people. It has zero effect. Nothing. They don't even reply. If anything, you just get a tinfoil meme. And anyone who puts a tinfoil meme thinks, I got you, Terrible Tim. And they all think the same thing. They're the first ones who thought of it. And that they really put, shut my shit down. But really what it is either they didn't look at the material I sent them, or they can't trust their own eyes, because the mind can only see what the eyes can accept.
What's that doctor you got there who actually had a portable toilet there and tried to explain this bullshit? What doctor? What's his name?
Oh yeah, Dr. Oz.
That's right, yeah.
And PK, this was seen by millions of people. Millions of people watched that show, and instead of contemplating the absurdity of how many of fitting all these people in that fucking toilet, instead they say, wow, what a miracle. Boy, that Caitlin Roig is so brave and so resourceful that she was able to fit those 15 kids in that toilet with her to avoid getting shot by the fake active shooter, as I like to say. And PK, people can't even connect that one dot, okay? We used to get these fake shootings almost every week or so, remember? Now, it's nothing. There's no more fake active shooters. It's just the fake bug every day. The fake bug.
You actually made a good song of
yeah.
What's it? The Roy bullshit. The bullshit, I call it.
Yeah, if you don't have it on file, I can send it to you, PK.
I've got it.
You got.
People don't know this story. Honestly, I will always put at the top of the list the biggest pathetic bullshit lie in history is the capture of Osama bin Laden.
Right. Nothing
will ever come close to that. Nothing. They even made a movie. What was it called? 20-0 or some fucking shit.
With
they made a full-length movie of it. But let's go back to Caitlin DeRoy bullshit.
Right.
She was a teacher in Sandy Hook, grade 1, whatever, 5, 6, 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
She heard this guy firing out in the hallway. She's 10 meters away, 10 yards, whatever, from her desk where the key is to lock the door. No, that will take too much time to lock the door, which will probably take 5-10 seconds. Children, we've got this one room cubicle there in the back in the corner. Everybody come with me. 15 children plus me.
Right.
I mean, people, you know what a one thing cubicle is.
3x4 foot, PK, 3x4 foot. But Dr. Oz put a mock-up of what the toilet was size-wise in front of the entire audience, and they don't get it.
You're right. So everybody, the door opens inwards, right? The door opens inwards. Quick, everyone in. Stand on each other's shoulders, 3 high. Stand on top of the cubicle. I'm somehow in there, 15 of us. Hang on, I can't close the fucking door because we're all squeezed in. I can't close the door because, it's an inward open door. We've got 15 kids, but somehow they managed to get 15 kids plus an adult to close the door, and somehow they kept all quiet. The gunman came in, didn't he? And hey, shh, don't say anything, because the gunman will know we're in here. He might open a door and shoot us all. Fucking what? And this fucking idiot actually did a world tour.
Yeah, she came to your neighborhood, but you're a little too far away.
She came to Melbourne, and I'm thinking I should go to see this shit. I regret it now. I would have gone there. God knows what I would have done or said. I guarantee everyone in that audience, wow, this is fantastic. How did you survive? You're a wonderful woman. And she's probably crying, fake crying. And she had a book or some shit. Probably sold 100 copies. I fucking God. And you look back now, Tim, when people fall for that shit, and this pandemic's come on, piece of cake, mate. A piece of fucking cake.
It was, yeah. If you could sell that, you could sell anything, Peekay.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things was that she put one of the smaller children on top of the toilet paper spool.
And this is not for 1 minute, 2 minutes. It's been on for 45 minutes.
And she said that someone knocked on the door, a policeman.
But
she said, I'm not opening the door or something until you prove you're a policeman.
Yeah. Prove that you're not Adam Lanza.
Adam Lanza, who was crucified, died, and was buried in Photoshop for our sins.
And he looks just like that fucking idiot from what was it? The other shooting. The guy that did all the protests for gun. David Hogg.
Yeah.
Remember? What was that shooting? Where was that at?
Parkland.
Yeah. He had 2 stories. He was there hiding. Then the next story, he was coming to the school
on a bicycle.
Yeah, 2 different stories. Oh fuck! And there he is preaching. Get rid of. Oh, geez, Tim, how do we get onto this after the shit we were?
Maybe we needed to change the topic a little bit. I don't know. But phony fake shows past need to be brought back up again because it's pertinent. Because as you said, as I'm saying, if they could sell that bullshit, they could sell anything. And now they are selling anything. They're selling something just like with the other fake shows that don't exist. But with the other phony fake shows, again, it didn't impact us directly. It was just an amusement. Oh, look how they're lying. Look how they're fooling us. Look at this bullshit. But now everybody is in the same boatload of bullshit. And even people who are not woke are saying that we've had enough. We want to open up our business. We want to go back to our lives. We cooperated with you. We're wearing masks. We separated our tables and all of this shit. And the government says, fuck you. We're still going to fuck with you. We're still going to fine you. We're still going to shut down your businesses. And then we'll let you open up a little bit, Peekay. Let a few people come in, right? And then a week later, bam! The media comes on telling people, oh, there's been an uptake of cases. We opened too soon. Yeah, we opened too soon. We got to go. We got to go back to this.
It's funny, Tim. 2 people I spoke to today. There was a guy in his driveway. He had a van with all his equipment. Obviously, he got his own business, whatever it was. He said he lost his job today. He lost his job like 250,000 others in Melbourne.
Right.
Then I went around the corner and this other guy who I actually saw yesterday, he does lawn mowing and sort of, gardening sort of stuff.
Right.
And there's a big business here in Melbourne, or Australia, I don't know, it's called Jim's Mowing. And apparently there's this Jim guy who started this franchise in, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago. He said the government shove it. We're going to still keep working, you know?
Right.
It's essential. We're going to cut lawns for the elderly and all that.
Right.
No, Dan Andrews, no. But grog shops, alcohol places are open. You're allowed to go buy alcohol, but you can't have anyone coming cutting your lawns. Anyway, the second guy as well.
How the fuck is somebody who's mowing lawns going to spread the fake bug? Assuming it's real. He's outside mowing your lawn.
He's got a mask on.
Maybe he's wearing this.
If the mask is supposed to work,
Yeah.
we all should be outside fucking working, you know? But no, like I said, they are pushing and pushing and pushing as far as they can go because they know the zombies are just going to accept it. As David Icke says, they're going to acquiesce to it. And as long as they acquiesce to it, we are fucked. We are completely fucked. So, I don't know, Tim, it's been 2 hours. You want to say anything for? My voice is gone. I don't know what's going on here.
Peekay, I've run out of things to say. I mean, me and you and all the people on the thread try to tell people about this, but it's to no effect. The best we could get from the brain dead zombies is the closest they could get to reality is to say, oh, well, you know, it's been long enough. Let me open up my store. Let me do this. Let me do that. Okay. It's not even possible for them to come into reality, to know that the whole thing is fake bullshit. Me and my friend John Doerr, Peekay, maybe you saw the video. We went to this protest called this unbelievable tanning salon. You saw that, right?
Yeah, about 6 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, and we're shouting at the people and letting them know that less than 0.10%, what less than 1% of people, we're not here for that. We don't care about that. We just want to work. We just want to. And that one big guy, too, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And then you see me trying to, and these politicians are all cowards. If you confront them directly, they don't say anything and they move away from you. I was asking Nicole Maliotakis, who is an assemblyman for Staten Island and part of Brooklyn, and I'm saying, Nicole Maliotakis, what are your thoughts on this absurdly low death count that's under 0.1%? She's wearing the fucking cloth over her face. She pretends not to hear me and starts walking away, and she has this big goon of a bodyguard stepping in front of me, and he actually pushed me a little bit. You can't see it on the camera, but he pushed back on me a little bit. And she's just running away from me. It's not a difficult question. Nicole Maliotakis, what do you think about the absurdly low body count that's below 0.1%? Not a word. She just needs to get away from me.
Oh, man, I had something here, but it's gone. I was going to read out. Damn. From what I remember, where is it? Apparently, they've done a survey, whether it's in Melbourne, Victoria, or Australia. I think it's Melbourne. A huge majority said that anyone that speaks against what the government says should be fined.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what it said.
It had to be somebody in government that said that, Peekay. How can anyone be that stupid? Even dumb people aren't saying that, I don't think.
Well, they never surveyed me, so all these surveys they come up with, I don't think anyone's ever surveyed me. Why haven't they called me, surveyed me? It's all fucking bullshit. Sorry, Tim. The problem is everyone thinks this is just going to blow away and all's going to be good next month before Christmas. I'm sad to say, if you want to rate this from like 1 to 10, what's going to happen in a bad way, we're at 1.5. 1.5. But in all this time, people are looking for a leader to get out of this shit.
Right.
Even the truth movement, they're looking for a leader to whatever, get out there and solve the whole problem.
Right.
People are too fucking lazy to get off their keyboards and actually go out there and do something. Donald Trump is a perfect example. I guarantee you, 25% of the world population thinks he's our savior. QAnon is real, as I read out before. You ought to go through a tough time, but, November all will be good. We've got all the children coming out of underground tunnels, whatever. I haven't seen one child coming out of any tunnel.
And they had to shut down the world for that fantasy to come true, right? Because
we've arrested the Clintons, Bill Gates, the Pope. They've all been arrested. Yeah, don't know where they are, but we've got rid of them. But we haven't arrested fucking the Rockefellers or
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates supposedly they got arrested.
Oh, he did?
The top echelon of the pyramid, whoever they are, the ones we don't see.
Rothschild.
We don't arrest them. Yeah, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though they exist, there's the Rothschild family. Is that David Rockefeller still alive?
I think the oldest one died, but there's more Rockefellers left, though, I think.
I don't think he died, mate. I don't think he died. He's probably got the aging process where he's probably 20 years old again, living in underground somewhere. But we don't know that. We don't know about that. It probably exists. You think we're going to be told that? Fuck off. So, anyway, I don't know where I was going. Fucking, they want a leader. But sorry, there isn't a leader. And you can't trust one person like Donald Trump. Oh, me fucking. Are you kidding me? And I've got friends who sadly believe, he's going to be the savior. And go back a few months, I did an interview supposed interview, talk, whatever, with Mark Devlin, a guy who I saw make a few great rants.
Right.
A British guy.
Yeah.
This guy's fantastic. I had him on. And all I did, I went, he put the video on his channel, and all through the comments was how fucking hopeless I was. I got criticised like you can't believe that I didn't give him a chance to talk. I didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, the whole show, Peekay.
Exactly.
Even worse than I might do at times.
Yeah. I gave him his time. And like what I do with you, Tim, he started talking. He went like for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm saying, all right. I'm going to sleep, mate. When are you finishing? But apparently, according to his subscribers, I didn't give him a chance to talk. Right. And I was unprofessional. I had no idea what I was talking about. Fuck off. Anyway, what he mentioned in that talk was that, QAnon is a lot of fucking bullshit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
2 days later, he's all of a sudden interviewing some clowns all about QAnon. He's gone fucking 180 degrees in 2 days.
Right.
Tim, who the fuck do you trust in this fucking world? Max Egan fucking stooged me for years. I wouldn't piss on the guy,
He was for a while.
Real. Yeah. Christchurch is real. Go get fucked. Who do you trust, mate? I trust you. I trust you 100%, mate, and I love you, brother.
Me too. Hey, likewise.
I love you, Tim. That's why I have you on. I respect you 100%, mate. And you've stuck with me for God knows how long.
Peekay, absolutely likewise. And you know what? The savior that the people are waiting for is them. It's on them to raise their voice and say something. It's not on you or me or anybody else. I mean, we do our part, but Everyone needs to do their part. The savior you're waiting for is you.
You're right, Tim. The only people you're going to save in your lives is yourself, and you got to do it yourself. You cannot rely on other people. You cannot rely on Tim. You cannot rely on me. What we say, you take whatever we say. Don't take anything that we say. I'm no fucking expert on anything. I'm just an average person that's got two eyes and I've got brains in my head. And I can see for myself what's going on now and what's been going on for the last so many years leading up to this. It's all been like going to a restaurant. It's been an encore to the main meal. The shootings, the car attacks, ISIS. That's the encore. Now we're having the main meal.
Right.
But Tim, when it's all said and done, we're going to have the dessert because we're going to win this. We're going to win this, mate.
The other alternative is unthinkable. The alternative of not enough people waking up and doing something, and for us to all be in it together, but for the truth, not the fake bug. We're all in this together for truth and reality, not the fake bug. And we don't want to stay safe. We want danger. We want bacteria. We want to shake people's hands and hug people. Fuck you and your fake bug. I'm dying.
You know what I'd love, Tim? I'd love to go out tomorrow to the supermarket and hug every single person that I see. And when I do that, people will see me. They will do the same thing. Show love.
Yeah.
Hug one another. Fuck social distancing. How great would that be? I use that term again. We're all in this together. We're all in this together to get out of this fucking mess that we're in. And it is fucking a mess like we cannot ever, ever have imagined.
The vaccines are already paid for and ready to go. The dumb people need to revolt. Why can't they? How can they not see it? That we got to stick together and come into reality. Holy cow. I don't know. It helps a little bit talking about it.
I'll answer that question. The reason I don't see it is because the only thing they watch is the mainstream media, the TV.
Yeah.
And if you watch that, Tim, you fucking got no hope. You're gone. Absolutely gone.
Finished. Done.
If you don't go on the internet, research, watch me and you fucking carry on for 2 hours, whatever. If you don't do that, gone. No hope. Finished.
And I'll tell you what, too, PK. Research is a grandiose term. It's all right there. You hit a few buttons and then look at materials. It's right there. It's not hard to find. It doesn't even have to take up a lot of anyone's time. Just watch a short video here once in a while, there once in a while. Holy God almighty. They spend hours watching the TV. PK, they spend hours sitting in their cars with masks waiting to get tested for something that doesn't even exist. Holy shit.
Tim, I'm going to tell you this. Right when this, even before they declared this a pandemic, this is early March. Fucking hell. What's that?
Yeah.
April, May, June, July. 5 months ago. House not across the street from me, little bit further down. I didn't even know who lived there. There used to be a family with kids, but they must have gone. There's a New Zealand guy that I just happened to see, and I said hello. I told him exactly what is coming now about the lockdowns, and he, what, you know. He listened to me, and I said, you know this thing at Christchurch? Oh yeah, where all those whatever people got massacred. No, never happened. You know what? I gave him a DVD. As you know, I made a 12-hour video, whatever. Yeah. I gave him part 1. Just watch this. Watch half an hour a day. Because this guy's a Kiwi, right? New Zealand.
Yeah.
5 months ago? I said, watch this, and when you finish, knock on my door and I'll give you part 2, which is the better part. I've not spoken to him since that time. I have not seen him. He has not come knocked on the door. I guarantee you he's not put that thing. He might have put it in and watched 10 minutes of it. I haven't got time to watch this. I got to turn the 6 o'clock news on. I got to listen to Daniel Andrews tell us how many cases there are in the last 24 hours. That's the sad thing about it, Tim. People don't want to. Their attention span is minute.
Yeah. Even if you send them something short, it doesn't get into their head most of the time.
Anyway, look, thanks, everyone. I haven't really had a chance to look at comments because for some reason it's spinning around and round and round and round and round like my fucking head right now. Sorry about the start, guys. If you think I fucking faked that and pretended I'm, well, you all get fucked. I'm sure the trolls will be out fucking making videos about me. Like, I don't give a fuck. Time's past that. Thanks, Tim, once again.
Okay, Peekay, and I don't blame you. The enormity of all this coming together. You're doing a show with me. We're talking about the same thing that we doesn't look like we have had too much of an effect on this thing. And at the same time, you're thinking about the pictures of your beautiful grandchildren and how they're not going to have what you had. They're not going to live in freedom. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to think about what's going to happen to the people that come after us.
Tim, I said this, I don't know how many years ago.
Yeah.
I just hope in my lifetime, if I'm still around, when we win, we're going to organise the greatest fucking party ever been seen on this fucking planet, whatever you want to call it. We'll hire out the MCG. We won't even hire out. We'll just take over the 100,000 capacity. Don't even have to worry about the seats. We are just going to celebrate like fucking never, ever before. And I'm going to be the DJ, of course. And every single person that has stood up, been ridiculed for years for trying to speak the truth, they're all going to be there. Because I'm sure there's going to be at least 100,000 people we can get. And these idiots that have ridiculed us for the last how many years, tinfoil hat, fucking conspiracy theorist, idiot, fucking, sorry, you just fucking hang outside. You're not welcome. And don't come up to us and say, oh, yeah, we knew it all. But we didn't want to say anything. Go get fucked. Go get fucked. If you knew it, you should have been talking and none of this, because you are worse than the dumb fucking sheeple. You know that this is fucked. but you're weak as fucking piss because you don't go out and do anything or spread the fucking word. So don't come and join our fucking celebration. Get the fuck out of here while we celebrate like we have never, ever before in history. And on that note, I got to say thanks, everyone.
Peekay, we're going to make a bonfire out of those cardboard fans in the bleachers.
I said it in a video a few days ago, Tim, that we're doomed. I always had hope that, this was our opportunity to fucking, expose these fucking criminals, whatever. Like I say, they've come into the room, locked the door, and exposed themselves with this pandemic. This was their big, big, big hit on the human population. Fuck the shootings, fuck the car attack, fuck the bullshit plane crashes, the whatever, MH17 entree. This was our opportunity.
They're showing their hands, Peekay. They're showing.
And I said, this is the time the world is going to wake up. Finally, we're going to have freedom like we've never imagined freedom. Tim, we've never had freedom, mate. It's a pretend freedom. It's a pretend democracy. Like David Icke says, we go down the road, there's a fork. You either stay in enslavement or you choose absolute freedom.
Yeah.
Right now, we are staying on the same road of enslavement.
Well, how do we end this on an up note, Peekay?
Sorry. What was I saying? Sorry. Getting a bit late at night, 11:23. Fuck.
I'm trying to think of something positive to say. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was our opportunity. Like they said, the elephant's in the room. We can see it.
Yeah.
And sadly, going out in the world and seeing the people wearing a mask, I think, well, fuck it,
Dumb fucks.
We got no hope, Tim. We got no hope. Got no hope. I hope I'm wrong. When I start off with this shit, planes are flying in Melbourne Airport from China, whatever. Oh, God, I hope I'm wrong. But anyway, something's going to fucking change. Like I said, we're at the edge of the cliff. We've got nothing to lose. We've got to fight back. And, they talk about 1% and 99%, right?
Right.
Think about it. That 1% is a 1%. It's 0.00001%.
Yeah, just like their fucking disease.
Yeah, exactly. It's not 99 to 1. There's not 7.5 billion against what's that? Divided by fucking 100.
It's just a handful of rich people. That's it. That run of
exactly. It's so small. It's beyond belief.
Yeah.
And they are fucking weak as piss cowards. Can you imagine confronting Bill Gates one-on-one? Honestly, he'd be the most feeble fucking coward ever. But yet, this guy controls the world, mate.
Right.
How sad is that?
And he tells people what he's going to do. And in video, it's not even hidden.
All right, mate. Yeah, like I said, I want to sound defeatist, which I'll probably do now. People, please, if you're in Melbourne, help me. Come around, contact me. We gotta hit this nursing home tomorrow, tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if they arrest me. It'll make the news. I want people to see this shit.
Well, you know how they'll spin it on the news, because
No, no, I've got the numbers, mate. I've got their figures.
Yeah.
144 cases don't fit into 53 patients. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's 3 to 1.
And anything is possible when it comes to the fake bug, Peekay. Truth and reality never gets in the way.
All right, guys. Just look at that comedy. We need Ash here to brighten this up. Did you watch the show last night? You know who we're talking about who Ash is? The lovely woman with the bright, sparkling teeth.
I've seen her. Yeah, I like her. She's very photogenic, a very good-looking woman, and very articulate and knowledgeable.
Yeah, but the trouble is, the first show she was on, she didn't think the vaccines was the main agenda. By God, hopefully that's changed.
There's multiple agendas, and that's certainly high on the list, Peekay. They want to stop human reproduction, or God knows whatever else.
All right. Sorry, everyone. Pyman, yeah, St. George, good on you, Billy. I just mentioned a few names. Flary, I'd never seen you before. Caroline. Archie, good to see you. Adrian. Alley Cat, that rings a bell. Apparently, I think it was Alley Cat that said I made a video that wasn't me, when in fact it wasn't even me because I mirrored the video. So anyway, a lot of new people. Like I said, I don't know how many have watched this. It doesn't.
Peekay, Max Egan was actually promoting vaccines?
What?
According to Alley Cat.
Where's that?
Alley Cat said Max Egan promoting vaccines.
Vaccines illustrated in snake fangs.
Wow. God damn it.
Let's not worry about Max Egan. I've exposed him. If you don't, believe the things that I've said about him, well, sorry. I don't have to go any more about him,
Yeah, I shouldn't be shocked. He's of the beast system now. That's all.
He's made enough money with all his, whatever. Anyway,
his major payday was doing that 180 on everybody, starting with Las Vegas, I think, right?
Las Vegas, then obviously Christchurch, and yeah. Anyway, we don't want to give him any oxygen.
Yeah, as they say about us.
Yeah, it's a lot. I was actually going to make a video on our friend George Floyd. Someone sent me some stuff, amazing stuff, where he was handcuffed, and all of a sudden he's laying on the ground with no handcuffs on.
Sure.
I haven't really looked into it. I should get into it because, Tim, I haven't got time to scratch myself. I've got so many things I want to do. Even though I'm not working, I don't find time to do it. And now I'm riding my bike for like 2-3 hours a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, everyone. Before I can't even say a word, thanks for staying up this late, all you people, in Melbourne, nearly midnight. What's Alley Cat? You're cool with me, PK. I seem legit. Oh, fuck. All right. I seem legit. I'm happy about that.
And much love to the chat. Much love to the chat.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I usually go in the chat next day and play it at double speed on mute and just read the chat. So, yeah, on that note, I don't want to ramble on and on. Thanks, Tim, once again, mate.
Thanks, PK. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a quiet week or two since last time.
It'll be quieter this week, too.
Yeah. I just thought I'd call you to see what you thought about the Beirut bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bomb.
I put up a video, someone highlighting some sort of, I don't know what it is, a bomb going in there and blowing it up. Some say it's a bird, some say it's CGI. Look, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I've got more things to worry about than people getting bombed in Lebanon, but obviously it's part of the whole show. They got to keep their terrorism and all that shit going, don't they, Tim? They're just going to keep it there as well.
Yeah, maybe ISIS is making a comeback. It was ISIS.
You've got to give them credit. They've been quiet for a while. They've been isolating, which is good. I'm not sure if they tested positive, whether they're in quarantine, but, thanks, ISIS. You're doing the right thing. And especially those ISIS in Melbourne, in Burke Street. You haven't attacked Burke Street for a while because you're doing what Daniel Andrews is telling you to. And hopefully you're not going out right now to get a McDonald's at 11:30 p.m. at night because, you don't want to do that. How dare McDonald's be open at 11:30 when we're all locked inside at 8? Doesn't make sense to me. Anyway.
It's a trap.
All right, guys. Thanks, everyone. We'll do another show soon, I'm sure. And as you know, I do a weekly show on Wednesday night with my patrons where you'll see the lovely Ash. Everyone loves Ash. I don't know why, because it must be your teeth. Anyway, thanks, Tim, once again, and take care, mate. And on that note, sayonara, Sam.
Adios.